Ta-da-ta-da!
Good evening, everybody. What's going on tonight? Good evening, Ms. Roy. Good evening, PM Collector Boy. Around the board, thank you so much for subscribing for 4 years. I can never really get over those big milestones of subscription. It really hits me whenever y'all have one of those. Like, damn, y'all have really been hanging around and supporting me all this time, and I can't thank y'all enough. So, around the board, in particular, you're the reason I have access to Factorio. So I owe you an even greater thanks for that. So, but good evening, Eva and Arcane and Ball of Work. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I am having a wonderful, wonderful day. Honestly, it was my last day of work for the week. It's weird. It's weird having your work week end on a Saturday. It's a bit of a drag naturally, but I do have to say, the traffic is always better on Saturday because most people aren't commuting. And my current schedule, I have 2 other, the reason you have access to trauma. And I am grateful in other ways for that, Eva. Yeah, 2 other people are scheduled with me on Saturday, so there's actually 3 of us. So we're able to, I mean, we just hang out and have a good time, and it's really nice. So work is actually really fun on Saturdays, and then I come home and my girls go to cheerleading, and I've got the afternoon to just hang out and do whatever I want. So of course I was playing All Hail the Orb, and I'm getting on towards the end game of that, and it is very, very good. And now I'm here with all y'all after some delicious dinner that I'm gonna tell you about before I doff my jacket here. Yeah. Appreciate the VW's gone back to their design roots of the current all-electric bus. Love the combination of modern tech with retro design. I love the way that thing looks. I wish I could afford one. I would absolutely love to have one, but yeah. Then he knew his Kernelbay had become a Kernel man. Doing good, plays some Pathfinder and Starfinder. Watch Princess balance off some late game Tunic. Ooh, Tunic, very nice. Good evening, Lodra High. It's a pleasure to see you as always. Currently seeing the downfall of Slay Spire 2. Is it still good? Wait, what are you talking about? For a while, I worked Sunday, Wednesday, off Thursday, on Friday, off Saturday. That was weird. Yeah, my old digital heroin. What's up, Bassy? Bootlegs Variety Night. Tonight is actually going to be an extra good variety night, I think. I'm pretty excited about Outbound. Outbound's a surprise. I got Outbound from the developers today because it's launching in 2 days. So you're actually going to get a little bit of a sneak preview of this one. Is it mean to say if the Slay the Spire devs want to spend money on someone who makes kind of bad arguments as their money to waste? Because that's how you feel about it? I mean, they have no obligation to okay, I know what you're talking about now. They have no obligation to qualify what any of their employees or contractors contribute to the game. But fact of the matter is, if they make a really solid, really successful game, then in some way those people contributed to it. So, I don't think anybody has any real space to be critiquing specific people in the development of this game, at least at this juncture. Good evening, R. Dominic. It's good to see you. Yeah. Short version is, as far as I'm concerned, never trust a Gamergator. Whatever they say, you can pretty safely assume the opposite is true. So if they are mad about something, I would assume it's probably something to be celebrated, in fact. So, anyway, I'm really hot right now. I'm just wearing this because I wanted to mention something. This is me. This is what I'm doing today. I got my old Super Nintendo World t-shirt on. I got a really nice fluffy jacket from Uniqlo on right now. And then I'm wearing, you probably can't see, but I'm just wearing some like black sweatpants. Like this is my fit tonight. Since my wife was out with the girls all day, she didn't want to cook or anything, and we had a deal to get some free karaage, like Japanese fried chicken, from this really good place downtown. So while they were out, I went and picked that up, and when I went to go pick it up, I went in there up to the counter, and while I was waiting for the food, one of the waiters came over and he was kind of looking at me, and he was like, "I just gotta say, your whole outfit is just totally sick." And that totally just made my day, like 100%. I was like, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I've just kind of been riding that high for the last couple hours. No supervision means indie variety clothes. What's up, Grunt Fodder? Can't devote a single bit of my energy being upset about it. I've also never been super impressed with their work. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to like anyone in particular, but I'm also saying if there's no reason to dislike them at the current juncture, it's kind of foolhardy to fall in with a bunch of otherwise repugnant human beings in denigrating them. So As in, is what I would wear if I were ill. Yeah, basically. What's up, Nigger? Does Outbound have a sequel called Inbound? Not yet, but sometimes they get really creative with it. Want some Kombini Karage? Don't we all? Can I ask something? Is a Japanese thing to play an arcade cabinet with a wine glass grip, or is that just a competitive gamer quirk? I think it's a quirk. I don't think it's an actual thing. Be a nice little pick-me-up. Game remains good no matter how pilled you've been. Yeah, nothing matters at this point. Like, it's Slay the Spire 2. It was always going to make $1 billion. It's like, it doesn't matter who was involved with Silksong. Silksong was always going to make $1 billion and be hugely successful. And a giant indie darling. Like, if the knuckle draggers want to scream and gnash their teeth about things that aren't even relevant anymore, let them. They don't need their money. It's been more than a decade. Anyone's still angry about her as a disingenuous dipshit. Yeah, I completely agree. Straight up. It was never a good look from the start, so. But we don't need to trouble ourselves with that, chat. We have a lot to do tonight. As you have gathered, as you recall from last night, we're doing a second indie variety night because, frankly, I am behind. I keep accumulating indie games, extremely promising indie games, and not getting all the way through them in short order. So we're taking tonight. I apologize. Fans of the Power Hours, don't worry, they're never that far. It's never that far away, but I'm stealing one more night away from Nintendo Power. I think they can afford the loss. To do a remedial indie variety night, because I just got too many games to go through. We got 12 right here. I would love to go through all of them tonight. I am streaming the full 3 hours, possibly more. We'll see how far we get. As always, it depends on how arresting any of these particular games might be. I'm certainly not against like getting stuck on one game and playing it for a while if it's worth it. And of course, if I don't, that's not any particular indictment of that game. But I got a bunch of games here, and I do want to clear as much of the deck as possible. But I did pick up a new one. I did get Outbound because Outbound looks very promising and very much like our jam. Not just mine, not just yours, but a collective ours. So we're gonna lead with that tonight, and then we're gonna churn through as many of these as possible. We're buying us another night of No Earthworm Jim 2, also true. Just me, or is anybody else unable to pronounce Slay the Spire without falling into severe Son Conrad? Slay the Spire. Touch with a couple indie devs with the recent releases would be okay with pointing the metric stream. I would love that, frankly. Right now, I'm just like, the more devs I'm in contact with, the better, you know? Low-key, I'm kind of looking at indie variety stuff and spotlighting promising indie devs and their games as my greatest potential to kind of advance this channel in both prominence and viewership. Because frankly, I just don't want to do the other things that are more direct shortcuts to channel success, which is playing really popular stream-friendly stuff and doing lots of collaborations. Not that I don't like other people, it's like I like doing streams my way is all. So, but I'm hoping I can get some purchase with the greater indie community as a whole. Perhaps make a name for myself as somebody who's willing to get into the weeds and feature people's games and give them a real honest look. No hot tub streams. Now, I think the moment is kind of past on hot tub streams. I feel like they've kind of fallen out of the meta. I don't know what the sexy meta is right now. obviously I don't exemplify it in any way, so it's probably better for me to just let that pass by. You're already famous? I mean, I've heard of you. You just love a gamer subs sponsorship. I haven't even looked at my junk folder for my business email in a while. I kind of wonder what kind of, I might have to do that this weekend, just see what kind of stuff is blown under the radar. Maybe Raid Shadow Legends finally took notice of me. So linked to a mod that supposedly unlocalizes Dragon Quest XI. Part of that is renaming the game Dragon Warrior. Oh, jeez. Okay. Did grab Clash Artifacts of Chaos, which is apparently part of the Xenoclash series. I've had the Xenoclash games for ages and never actually tried them. Now it's time for Not Tub streams. I see what you did there. When do we donate for the hot tub stream goal? If I thought that would actually proactively get me money and not cause people to cancel subs instead, I would totally do it. Give yourself VTuber or avatar for the sexy meta. I don't know. I like having a lot of screen real estate for the games and stuff. And like, if I was gonna do a VTuber avatar, I'm not really sure there's enough space the way I have my stream set up for the just like monumental rack they would have. Because I mean, you know, if you're gonna do a VTuber avatar, you might as well like lean into it, right? Chainmail bikini. Sit fully dressed in empty hot tub. That would be pretty great, honestly. Like dress up in like a full suit and something and just sit in a hot tub and stream normally. Sexy meta is out, weird meta is in, VTuber of a rock. Wear a tux? Yeah, be awesome. So, anyway, chat, we need to get to it. We need to delve into this stuff because any one of these games could be effectively the end of the stream if it's particularly interesting. What's up, Sarah? Old-timey bathing suit, full car. Oh God, yeah, that'd be amazing. The old style, like full body, one piece, like bathing outfits. Oh, that'd be great. More like VTuber, if you know what I mean. VTuber rock with a giant rack. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you're speaking my language. What's up, Satellite? Good to see you. Boobtuber. All right, anyway, schedule. Tonight we're doing an additional indie variety night to see how many of these dozen games we have before us we can clear so I can get on a more realistic indie streaming schedule. Tomorrow night. Oh, tomorrow night, chat. Oh, tomorrow night we finally go back to Satisfactory. I am such a Satisfactory addict. It has been gnawing at the fringes of my brain all week. I cannot wait to stream tomorrow night. I'm so fucking excited. Monday, we're back to the Rusty Lake series with Rusty Lake Roots. We should be finishing that one. And then Tuesday and Wednesday streams will be contingent on the vote because, of course, our review of the Rusty Lake series is a democratic playthrough. So it's going to be up to y'all how far we go with it. And then if you've been waiting on pins and needles for the power hours to return, don't fret. It will be back for sure on Thursday. So just keep the faith, hold tight. We'll get there when we get there. Tonight's excuse, Tash Kalar and Ticket to Ride India. Wow, I didn't realize they did like regional Ticket to Rides. I'm not surprised, but yeah. What's up, Fury Fighter? Nintendo cartridge VTuber, giant 8-bit boob. That would probably be... Actually, like an 8-bit VTuber avatar would probably be pretty apropos for me. Dad managed tied Ticket to Ride. Chat would appreciate it. Anyway, let's get to it, chat. Let's do some Outbound. Let's out our bounds. So yeah, the devs reached out to me with this key. They're launching Outbound on May 11th. So they offered this one up Okay, hang on. It's not full screened. Once I full screen it, everything should be fine. Everything will be great. Yeah, that is not my resolution. I don't know what you're thinking. Let's do this. There we go. Look how cozy this is, chat. Cozy, cozy, cozy. Remember the devs may see this, so everyone on their best behavior? Well, you just jinxed it. Thanks for that. India's expansion map and rules bonus points for tickets you can complete by 2 completely different routes. Cities nobody at the table knows or can pronounce. That's awesome. That's really cool. Let's do it, chat. Outbound. I want a new capital J journey. Create your license plate. You cannot change this later. Can you pet the RV? You goddamn well better. There we go. Vehicle, the classic. The Pathmaker. The big one. The Schoolie. Oh, this is DLC. We'll go with the classic. License plate style. There we go. Perfect. Penis plate. Yay, 3 hours of watch playing Earthworm Jim 2, making democratic. I'm ready to fuck with some folks to make that 6 hours or more. I feel like it's worth mentioning. I have actually played Earthworm Jim 2 before. It came up in the middle of another issue, like a couple months back. And if nothing else, as far as I'm concerned, it is better than Earthworm Jim 1. It is more palatable. Oh wow, you can totally customize these colors. What color should we go? I guess orange. I guess orange is the right color. I shouldn't mess with this too much, I suppose. Driving camera, dashboard. We'll do dashboard, that's fine. Oh, you can't even see me. Well, I don't want to cover up the dog either. Maybe we'll just sit in the middle here. I don't know. Randomize. Yeah, I think that's me. I think that kind of speaks to me. Just absolutely no matching colors whatsoever. Just nudge it to the left so your headlight. There we go. There we go, chat. I'm ready to stream. A barrel chest is totally you. Perfect. No notes. 3-8. In between Outward, Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds, and now Outbound, I'm thoroughly confused. I feel that way about all the, like, observer, observation duty. Like, I can't tell any of those fucking games apart. Hold W to start motor. Bing. On one hand, Earthworm Jim A. Bubsy on the other hand, Doug Tennapel is a piece of shit. While Bubsy emerged from the whole corporate collective consciousness. He said duty. Here we are. We're driving, chat. Not very well, but we're driving.
I drove until the gray of the city faded from my mirrors. Now, the open road and this camper van are all I call home.
Sorry, one sec. I do have to move this so you can see the objectives and other stuff.
Time to start my adventure.
Holy cow, stand the lane. Look, I'm not the best driver, okay? It's really weird driving. Find a place to stop and exit your vehicle. Okay. All right. It's a nice van. I like it. Ah, the great outdoors. Aesthetic kind of reminds me of Firewatch. Y'all ever play Firewatch? We're dead, aren't we? I don't don't know. Does it kind of suck that indie games are at a point where you have to be like, all right, is any of this real? Are we dead? Are we a bad dad who murdered their family? Are we paying penance for something?
Oh, some useful supplies.
That's like one piece of wood. No, I'm sorry, 2 pieces of wood. Camper band Beethoven. Piss filters must take place in the States. Firewatch is happening on the other side of that vista. It could be a sequel. You never know. I did it. Campfire lit 1 of 80. Find 3 more campsites and light their campfires. I'll light your campfire. Do I need to open this? I need a wrench.
This barrier seems broken. Let me see if I can make a wrench to fix it.
Find the signal tower next to the parking lot to download the blueprint. Deep Thought, thank you so much for the 50 stream streak, dude. Much appreciated. Not a good year to start random fires on the West Coast. You got that right. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 bop, bop, bop. Just blueprint file to download, become available for crafting. Basic tools.
Yes,
Wrench,
now I can use a new
homing
blueprint.
boots, and building hammer. Okay. Craft right out of the trunk. We need wrench 1, but I can't because I don't have any stuff. I need scrap metal. I like tear stuff apart. Oh, that looks like scrap metal. Do I have a body? I don't have a body. I'm just a floating arm. Turns into Peeker getting over it. I'm a bounce. Work. Interesting. Okay. I wonder what that actually did. All right, I have a wrench. I did it. I wrenched the barrier. Work it, Oddish. And funny. Hang on. Wait. What's this? What's this? What's this? I'll take it. 1 sec, chat. Give me 1 second. Set that. Peak isn't so bad. I've heard good things about Peak, actually. I have heard good things about Peak. Here we go, chat. There you go. Dante. Oh, they actually distinguish passenger and driver side. All right.
Ready to roll.
Skullgirls. I mean, it's Strive. Okay, this does not feel like 45 miles an hour. This feels like 4 miles an hour. I see some stuff.
A perfect spot to set up camp.
Like 5 feet away from the other place we set up camp. Litter. Stupid humans. Scrap metal and Everwood. Everwood's an interesting idea. May is awesome because she summons dolphins to kill her. She wields a fucking giant anchor as a weapon. May was always my second main after Venom.
Time to take a rest.
Venom was by far my favorite character in Guilty Gear. I was never particularly good with him, but God, I loved playing as him. I was actually better with May. But I really like Venom. Devil block of ramen cry. All right, let's see. Where are we going next? Let's go this way. Let's head for the Firewatch Tower. Chip and Kai were my best, and my best is like everyone here's worst. Yeah, so keep in mind, I only ever played Guilty Gear X on the PS2. In fact, it was one of the first PS2 games I ever owned. Buddy! Bunny, get away from the car. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, you can feed him with some road berries.
Looks like I need an axe.
For the rabbit? I know he means the log. Bunny, get out of the fucking road. Duro sounds like a record player before they put the... Oh my god, it really does. It really, really does. But yeah, I played Guilty Gear X. Yeah, I loved Venom. Venom was by far my favorite character. May was like my second. I also played... I played Jam. I played Soul. I played Kai. But yeah, Venom and May were my two favorites. Sees a person, looks like any Nax. Slayer's an absolute mood, and I love him, but I can't play as him. Oh, God. Oh, backpack is too heavy. Shadow's a record player is like a CD player, but the CD is made of vinyl. What do we got here? Set camp, deposit materials. Okay,
I'll put this in storage.
Oh, that's handy. Milio's my waifu of choice. It's funny. Guilty Gear wasn't really a waifu game for me. I just thought Guilty Gear was cool in general. Like, not gonna lie, a big reason why I like SNK and King of Fighters so much is primo waifu material there. But Guilty Gear, for me at least, not so much. Maybe if I had kept up with it over the years, because I think
Looks like I can download a blueprint at the signal tower.
I think they added some newer characters that Slayer's such a sassy bitch. Even when he loses, he just lays their hand on his chin, being bored. Love how encumbrance is a hard binary in a lot of games, because it's more fun that way, frankly. If every time you picked something up, it incrementally affected your speed, people would hate that. It would be anti-fun. It's one of those things where realism needs to stay the hell out of the game. You would, in fact, download a car. It's true. Pickaxe? Axe? Sickle? They're recommending the axe. You need a download voucher? They can be crafted by recycling litter in the recycler? I have to... Oh my god. Incremental slowness sounds like something Pathologic 4 would do. I need to set camp, build a recycler, make download vouchers. Okay, I should have been paying attention to my objectives. The objectives tried to tell me and I didn't listen. Oh, that's cute. Nice. Storage information here. Secretly a weird cyberpunk dystopia. I guess that's why we got out of the city. I think so. Oh. This is interesting. Turn your lumber and fiber into pure power. Burns organic material into energy to charge your electric vehicle. So this is actually one of the new VW buses. Homing boots. Huh. Building hammer. All right. All right. Start furnishing your vehicle. Open the build menu, build at least one counter, and build a... Oh my god, that's really cute. That's really cute. This is a cozy survival crafter. I don't have the pieces for that. All right, we're recycling. Pacific Drive, like cozy, don't starve. How long does this take? Okay, not too long. Give it. Too tired to sprint. All right, fine, I'll sleep. It's a Subnautica-like? I mean, perhaps. Survival assets probably kicking hard when all those fires we started to catch up to us. The long snark. I mean, I have... The only bars I have...
Looks like I need an axe.
Are health, food, and my car's battery power. So if it is a survival crafting game, I don't think the emphasis is on survival. There we go. Oh, I was supposed to... Okay, well, I screwed this up. I screwed up my side tasks. I was supposed to lock my download voucher, and I didn't. Maybe I can make another one and do that. Earlier this week, I installed Diablo 2 to add space. I watched one video and now reinstalling it. Try to beat hell.
Huh.
Yeah, let's just make another one real quick. If I that's exactly what my doctor said, I don't think the emphasis is on survival. Emphasis on looks like I need an axe. Okay. So lock it. Popped it, locked it. All right, open your map and track a landmark. What do we got here? Ooh, neat. Map legends, structures, signal towers, campfires, cap and snaps, gnomes, cairns, and paintings. There are collectibles in this game. Fire lookout. Fire lookout on top of a hill. Apparently the last ranger there was on duty last summer. I still wonder what it must have been like. All right, so we'll track that. Find a way to the fire lookout. I think we'll leave the van for now. Karen's are the ones that are always asking me to see the marriage. Karen's. What's over here? Gnomes could be a society of woodland creatures. Ooh, a little river. How picturesque. Oh, it's pretty. And there's another download tower over there. Time to do a lightning ice sorceress for immunities and shit. Boy, I genuinely don't remember the last time I played Diablo 2. It has been a minute. This bridge seems to have fallen down. Of the gnomes, the guys from Puzzle Agent. I love those guys. They are so...
More stuff for the recycler.
Those guys are so hilariously creepy. Those road berries? They sure are. It's a neat Minecraft mod. It's not square enough to be Minecraft, really. That'd be a weird Minecraft mod if it actually smoothed everything out. Good evening, Manic. It's good to see you tonight. Good evening to anyone else I didn't give a proper good evening to. Know that I would, but I've just been drinking a lot tonight. Love Diablo 2. Strangely, never played any of the ones after it. I think, honestly, to be completely honest with you, Diablo 1 is my favorite in the series in terms of aesthetic. I really wish they hadn't gotten away from the look and feel of Diablo 1, but I do understand why they did. I really enjoyed Diablo 2, but not enough to go much past normal difficulty. Diablo 3 I actually really got into. And yes, I played it when I launched. Yes, I played it when it had the real money auction house. And that is the only Diablo where I got characters to endgame. So I guess technically Diablo 3 is my favorite.
I can insert this disc in a terminal around here.
Diablo 3 is some good gameplay. The writing was terrible. No, the story in Diablo 3 is like War Crimes bad. It is fucking awful. It is really, 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 really bad. Which is a shame because it's a very fun game. Do you have a favorite ARPG? Grim Dawn. Without question. It's not even close. Grim Dawn is my favorite ARPG and one of my favorite games of all time. I could play that game forever.
Looks like I can download a blueprint here.
Okay, so
I need to find these items.
All right, so I need a disk, which I got, a thumb drive, and a password. And they should all be in the vicinity. Deckers in D tier allows gear dependent on other classes. Okay, it's out on the other side. Oh. Oh, airplane. Interesting. I feel like I'm in the minority. Diablo 4 is super fun. I mean, I've just never played it, is all. I am pretty much out on Blizzard stuff in general.
Can probably be used in the nearby terminal.
And that looks like a password. Agree about Diablo 3. I played as much as I did because the gameplay was really solid and they had a lot of features I like. Yeah. Like, as much as I love Grim Dawn, when Grim Dawn launched, Grim Dawn was a contemporary of Diablo 3. And frankly, Diablo 3 was just more fun to play. It was more visceral. The game feel was just better. Now, to their credit, Crate Entertainment paid attention to what Diablo 3 did, and they adapted a lot of that into Grim Dawn, and now I would say Grim Dawn is the more fun game between the two. But yeah, Diablo 3 did do a lot of things right, to be completely fair. Path of Exile and Borderlands kind of took over the clicks game niche, but I used to love Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is frankly an all-timer. I think Diablo 2 is probably the ideal mix of like player-friendly game feel and like that kind of like dark gothic aesthetic. Another Pathfinder CRPGs have gone over kind of poorly here. I'm excited for their ARPG. I actually really enjoyed Diablo 4. Did a good job with the story. Oh, that's interesting. Sup? Gardening, food processing, sewing. I want to learn sewing. I have learned to sew. So upon reflection, I think I was supposed to craft that axe I learned about and then clear the road so I could drive the van through here, but oh well. Never got to endgame in Diablo 2. So much grind. Yeah, me neither. I've always had a problem with ARPGs that have like the 3 or more difficulty modes because I just get tired of going through them. Grim Dawn fixed that, not by removing those difficulties, but by adding shortcuts that you could purchase on characters that had gone through them. So if you beat all 3 difficulties once with one character, you can skip some or even all of them on subsequent characters. Now when I roll up a new character in Grim Dawn, I play through normal until I'm comfortable with the character concept, and then I jump straight into ultimate.
Ha! A load off my back.
I want axe. There we go. It's okay, a battle axe for Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. They don't make you chop it like 10 times to get rid of it. You just hit it once and that's that. Unset camp. You know, let's go ahead and end this day. That was a big day, chat. We did a lot. Only character I got to Nightmare with was a Javazon. There's the same feeling as Warlock. Early game feels weak. You unlock that one skill and you go, ooh, now I get it. The furthest I ever got in Diablo 2 was with a Barbarian. I got to I think I got to the end of Act 2 in Nightmare. Subsequent sections have little to no Horgus Gorm, a huge mistake. Where's my hyper-realistic wood chopping simulation game? 0 out of 10. Bad game. Garbage game. Do not want. Do not care. I've discovered a broken bridge. Oh, they want me to track another landmark. This one, I guess. Unwishlisted. Said there aren't any class in any RPG I have played that needs to stand out. They use halberds as their class weapon. Peel ass and roll over in this game. So I'm kind of curious. Can you just drive into the river? No, they won't let you ditch your vehicle entirely. They're too nice for that. I had a feeling. Neo Sarkisi would have fixed this.
Let's take a look what's in here.
Fiber. I now have a high fiber diet. Oh, it's so heavy, chat. Life is so hard. I love this, though. I love that it's just one button to just dump all the shit you're carrying into your van, and that's ideal. That's just the way to do it.
Ah, another signal tower.
A lot of these. Would you download a sawmill, chat? Because I sure fucking would. Let's go download another coupon, I guess. And then I think we're gonna figure out this bridge here. Separately, I used to have chairs right next to each other. We played solo on Windows 98. Diablo 2 was a big thing when I was in high school. Like, it came out while I was in high school. And and everyone in my residence hall was playing it. It was a pretty cool communal activity. Another class I tried carrying through Hell in D2 is Frenzy Barb, who kept stalling Act 2 in Hell when all those electric beetles show up, who just electrocutes you whenever you do physical damage. Yeah. I feel like Diablo 2 kind of had, like, really shitty moments for almost every class. Just some part of the game that was designed to fuck over every specific class. What's up, Peach? It's good to see you. It's going good. I am playing a cozy, maybe survival sim called Outbound. We're driving around in one of the new VW buses. And just kind of, I don't know, living our best life. Okay, so you can't actually go swimming. So water is a hard barrier. Yuru camping. So yeah, let's unset this.
Okay, let's go.
I'm ever an ARPG where melee feels good late game. I think that's an eye of the beholder thing. I think there are ARPGs where melee can feel really good late. Like, I love my Cold Nightblade in Grim Dawn. Like, they just fucking eviscerate shit. Even, like, well into the end of Ultimate. But it's really highly dependent on your playstyle. It really depends on what kind of melee you're into. Van camping, not yurt camping.
Gotta tidy this up.
Oh, I don't have any Everwood. Most fun I had playing D2 was in co-op with College Buddy, stoned out of our gourds. There we go. This game is really nice about just giving you what you need in the moment. In another life chat, I would have been one of these like obsessive ARPG streamers who like plays a game for like thousands of hours and theory crafts out all kinds of builds and does like challenge runs and stuff.
A blueprint at the signal tower.
Furniture pack. Ooh. I need to like I really just need to like make as many tickets as I possibly can. This keeps happening. I'm surprised fire lighting doesn't have that repair minigame too. Yeah, you kind of think, wouldn't you? That it wouldn't just be a one and done thing. Expectably less nice about it after you get out of the first hour. Possibly, I don't know. I feel like a lot of games these days just go all in on the like the cozy no expectations vibe. Where like start to finish, you're not really gonna have to worry about anything. It's just the journey and not the destination. In my D4 journey, same friend said try Rogue, and my last played Rogue was unfun. Never hit the this clicks. Now group release spawn, you hit 3 keys and everything's gone. That's another thing I like about Grim Dawn. Like, I have yet to find a class that I genuinely don't like. Like, all of the masteries are really cool on their own, and they all form really interesting combinations with each other. Playing some Lottle Knots, and the oxygen meter is basically just an annoyance to carry a refill station with you. I have downloaded furniture. God, I wish I could download furniture. That'd be so convenient. Shit up autocorrect. I'm not talking about Iran. Railside chair, folding camping chair. I can make side tables. I can make a camping lamp. I can't make a... I can make a sawmill. Wow, the sawmill goes in my car. That's kind of terrifying. Tried Demolitionist and Grim Dawn. It felt like kind of pushing a build where you only press one button. Okay, so that kind of comes with the territory. Most of the builds in Grim Dawn don't require a lot of active skills. Demolitionist is kind of famous for that, where you can just get along with like Blackwater Cocktail throughout the entire game. You can put basic, like your enhanced attack on left click and Blackwater Cocktail on right click, and you play the entire game like that. Like, I think my Demolitionist that I beat the whole game with is basically that. I think I used Blackwater Cocktail and maybe the Thermite Mines for additional damage. Most builds in Grim Dawn, to be fair, focus on just one or maybe two active skills, because focusing all your damage into one type is how you overcome like really, really tough resistances and stuff in the late game. There we go. Yeah, this is maybe the safest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just a bunch of unshielded saw blades sitting next to a cot in a moving vehicle. I see no problem with this. Actually, I guess I could deposit it straight into my storage, but yeah.
Time to drop off some stuff.
All right, chat. I think we've got a pretty good read on what this game is going to be like. I don't think there's going to be any huge transformative moment when we find a particular landmark or anything. I do think this is cool. I think if you're in the mood for just some like cozy tooling around a park, unlocking stuff and building stuff and tricking out your camper van, I think this is going to be a real solid game. And it has multiplayer. You can actually do this with friends too. It's fine, obviously you're not going to have it on while you're asleep. Yeah, I mean, that thing topples over on you while you're asleep. As long as the saw blades aren't turning, you'll be absolutely fine. Alright, next up, chat. We have a game called Into the Crypt. I hope it's a nice crypt. I hope it's a very welcoming crypt. Rogue isn't your favorite to play in your initial class in Diablo 4. Whirlwind Barbarian might still be your favorite. Whoa. There we go. Point at Quick Grim Dawn is the first time around when Nemesis boss who just instant killed me when he was outside my range of vision. Never found out who what the mechanics behind that boss were. Nemesis are giant pains in the asses. I don't love that system. I've only unlocked one Nemesis, and the problem is they keep sending the same one, and I've killed it like 6 times at this point, and I'm getting tired of fighting it. So I don't know if they plan on modifying that system at all in the future, but I kind of hope they do. All right, choose your character. We got Berserker. This is a deck builder, by the way. Alchemist and Druid. That's a cool ass looking Druid. I like his little Tengu buddy here. Let's go with something obvious. Relentless Warrior grows stronger through pain and rage, builds fury by playing cards, and unleashes devastating attacks by spending it. Okay. What does your starting deck look like? Brace. Gain block. Fury Strike. Deal 4 damage, inflict frail, gain block, and apply retaliate. Deal 4 damage, gain fury, damage and bleed. I love the nemesis for the criminals because you need to kill the boss them 10 dozen times before they'll decide to fight you. How experienced are you with deck builders? Show me enough to survive. Hold the right mouse button and move the mouse to look around the crypt. This can be toggled off in settings. Okay.
As was destiny.
Purchase unique artifacts, the Grave Mound using Grave tokens. Artifacts are permanent and give you an active or passive bonus for the rest of your run. Grave tokens are scarce. You're found scattered throughout the crypt if you're fortunate. What's up, Murik? Gain 3 crypt keys. How many of these things do I have? 2. I have 2. Gain 17 max health. Your first 2 combats only offer 1 reward card. Your max health cannot be reduced by any means in the current depth. Lose all sparks, which is currency. Choose 1 through random common cards. Duplicate card in your deck or card removals. I'm gonna take this ribcage trove. I don't know what crypt keys do.
Look at that.
But I like having keys. And then... yeah, we'll leave. That's fine. Click on the tablet UI icon on the left side of the screen and press tab to review the crypt passage. You start the round with crypt keys and can be used to unlock doors and chests. Spending crypt keys, you can also play attack cards on locked doors. Each play card this way loses 1 durability. Play an attack card while a 0 durability card is destroyed. Okay, so this is Slay the Spire, but your cards also have durability. All of my current cards have 1 durability. So let's just use a key instead. Toxic welcome. All right, we got spitties and spittlebugs. All right, what do we got here? All right, I have 3 energy. I have empty potions. I have no fury. All right. Blorp. Defend. Just need to inflict frail. Poison. Hmm. There we go. Blop. Choose 1. Blood Frenzy. Whenever you retaliate, gain 2 block persist. Effects are permanent for the rest of combat. Apply 2 armor, 1 pierce when taking damage this turn. Gain fury. Spend 1 fury, gain 1 energy, inflict 2 bleed. That sounds good, actually. Gravekeeper's Burden deals 10 damage to all enemies. And door key. Press tab or click the tablet. Yeah. So this is the map. Kind of interesting. There's a bit of resource management simply in navigating the dungeon, though I'm not sure how much that really adds to the experience. Ow. Not feeling a ton of originality of mechanics thus far. This reminds you of Slay the Spire. Breakables. Play attack cards breakable treasures scattered throughout the crypt. They may just release some valuables for you. Okay. Yeah, I will admit this does feel like Slay the Spire with a few extra bells and whistles, but nothing terribly unique. It's got a new hat. Why didn't this guy die of bleed? Retribution, deal damage equal to the damage you took last turn. Game 1, inflict 2 vulnerable. Go exhaust 1 card. Game 1, apply 1 power. Do that. Bearkeeper's Burden. And the new cards you've added durability. Maybe this is kill off your starter cards. They all do. It's this little anvil icon here. Yeah, Retribution has 2. Most of my starter cards have 1. Walking since you started the stream to get a new cooking pad for my laptop and taking a sit down for 5 minutes before walking back. I see treasure. Choose one. Makeshift plating. Game block. When you play a card costing 2+ energy. Heals for 12 health. Or can 1 energy the start of your turn with George one. Nah, I'll take the moldy bread, thanks. Mystery encounter or minions. I'll take the mystery. The Iron Grove. It's a Gloomrot Sentinel. This guy's got a lot of armor and a lot of health. Hit him with poison. Do I have anything that does poison? I don't. Walking animations get old real fast. It kind of reminds me of the whole like stagecoach thing in Darkest Dungeon 2, which I feel like when they launched was meant to be a big thing, but it kind of never amounted to anything in that game. It just sort of existed, like the room transitions. Oh, because I have Fury. Womp womp. I am Furyless. So Retribution won't deal any damage because I didn't take any damage last turn. There we go. Unbreakable, gain block, apply retaliate guard, deal 13 damage, gain 1 if enemy has debuff. Remove all debuffs, gain 1 per debuff. Exhaust. Want this. Oh, yeah, dark here. What's this room? Event encounter. Let's see what this is. Stage says you get items when you're not allowed to interact with anything else in the game anymore. Yeah. Parasitic exchange. Something clings to the edge of a pole in the wall, not shattered. The opposite. Too silent, too still. It turns towards you without moving. Has been feeding on your presence for some time now. You can drive it away and get a War Chanter's drum. Seal it in something special and get a counterfeit seal. Feed it your hunger. Feed it to your hunger. Lose 5 health. Gain insatiable slug. Every 7th card played generates 1 energy. Let it coat your armor. Lose some resources. Gain steel vestment. Or ignore it, nothing happens. I'm gonna take a counterfeit seal. It might be the last time I ever get to do one of those. The Starving Sculptor. A gaunt figure chips the stone block, revealing glimpses of something beautiful within. Shattered statues surround her. Every creation requires sacrifice. What will you give to be made anew? Offer your fatigue and remove a starter card. Offer your blood. Lose 9 health. Gain a random combat buff. Offer your memories. Lose 5. Next combat has extra rage. Commission to work. Pay. Get a random common recovery card and gain 5 max health. I can afford that. I'm going to do that. And they didn't bother to tell me what card I got. That's event. That's stuff. Including an ignored option in your counters is the coward's path. It is. Yeah. It is. Alright, am I off base in thinking that we've seen everything we need to see in this game, chat? I have said on numerous occasions that I have no problem with games taking clear inspiration from others. As long as they own... We can't go any further anyway. I can spend one of my cards to bust the doors open. Yeah. That's what the fatigue is for. Or that's what the durability is for. It's that exciting. The Bone Garden. Garden of bones and ash tended by a figure woven from roots and skulls. Flowers of pale ivory bloom from rib cages. Everything grows here, everything returns. Remove a card, draw 3 extra cards, lose, duplicate, convert all, Need more character to work as a game intro. Yeah, as long as there is something that differentiates the game from its clear inspiration, I have no problem with it. I'm not seeing it right now, though. This really feels like somebody wanted to make their own Slay the Spire, and there's just not that much different about it. So, now if there is something different about it further in, if it's still in active development, well, this is a demo. This is not the full game. There's still time for them to make more of it. Give it some twists that are uniquely its own. Right now, it's a pass from me, frankly. No shade to the developers. They did succeed in making an actual game, and one that looks very polished and solid. It's just, I've seen this one before. All right, we are going to play a game called Kernelbay, which I may have to do display capture for. Kernelbay. Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. It will actually display capture for y'all. Okay, this is actually better for y'all. For me, it's just on my desktop. But for y'all, it's like isolated. Move it around. And shrink or embiggen it. Caught a fish. Wow, we have... Okay, this goes a bit deeper than I was expecting. The aesthetic's really nice. It looks and sounds really good. I think the idea is it just kind of runs in your background and you do kind of a minimum to manage it. What's up, Traydon? Good to see you. Cozy Fishing Sim. I really like the little clicky map rotation. I think that's kind of all that I do. I think this guy is just passively fishing without me. More involved than what I was expecting for a fishing desktop widget. I think there's a lot of like stats and stuff to maintain. Just no, that's a drone. What's he doing? What was that? Getting a delivery? Yeah, maybe? Oh, I guess... Did he just sell... Oh, he's selling fish like one at a time. You play this while playing another game? Yeah, but it would overlap horribly. Well, actually, no, I can't because I'm playing this through Steam. Steam will let you run multiple executables through it at once. So yeah, he's currently taking his sweet-ass time sending fish off with the drone. Should I play more than one Steam game at a time? You shouldn't be able to. That should not actually be possible. I mean, cool, but Steam's not set up for that. You're gonna have to explain how you manage that. Okay, I need pearls. Okay, you have to buy a license to fish specific kind of fish. Mud pinch. I don't know how you catch flies, but okay. Upgrade some stats here. This guy's not even fishing now. Oh, he's regaining his energy. Okay. Here, using honey is a good option. This game appeals to lazier fishermen, but you repeat yourself. Yeah, I think it's just... I think this is designed to just run in your background. Like, you just let it run while you're, like, working or doing other stuff, and let the guy catch and sell fish for you. And then push some buttons to upgrade some things. And I mean, not to be utterly dismissive of it. I mean, I think it's a very pretty game. I like the vibe of it. A lot of these lately, like, yeah, stuff you're on your desktop while you do stuff, and then do a little gaming while you take a break. Birds are waking me up the same way the standard alarm sound does when you hear it in movies. Rusty's retirement. Oh, I remember hearing about Rusty's retirement. Yeah, be great while coding or writing, especially with the music. I wonder why it has this mechanic where, like, your catches lose value over time. Because can I actually, like, can I tell him to sell this stuff? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, because fish rot, but, like, if I don't have any control over when he sells it, what's the point? Like, that's the kind of thing that makes an actual interesting gameplay decision, but there's no decision making here. He sells them when he feels like it. Realism? I mean, we talked at length why realism is a bit of a trap in game design. Maybe there are upgrades later. Faster anchoring, resetting rod, docking, and drone delivery times. I mean, there's that. Fortitude, skill, storage, and delivery. You cannot interact with this in any way other than rotating it. That's the only thing you can do. You can't click on anything. You can't interact with anything. You make it real small. I mean, it's kind of pretty easy to max out these skills, it seems. Unless these are increments towards, like, an actual upgrade. Tiny hitbox on a donkey clicking makes the Wilhelm scream. Are there achievements or quests you're waiting to complete? There's the journey. So there's a progress bar down here that says 27%. It costs me a certain amount of pearls to move on to the next area. I currently have 1 pearl. If I get a second one, I can move on. I don't know if you're supposed, if you have to exchange for pearls there on that screen, or if you can find them passively. Increase our boatometer in gear. You can. I really want to get fishing to 10 to see if this, like, how this works. Like, if then you get discrete upgrades for these or what. But we're gonna have to wait for this guy to get off his fucking ass and catch some more fish. Meanwhile, his music's gonna put my ass to sleep. Amazing how a game where do almost nothing is still confusing. It is a lot, isn't it? I think sometimes developers think they don't have to explain stuff, that they've just made this like perfectly understandable game because everybody's just magically on the same wavelength as them, and it's never true. You know, get more energy if you drink more alcohol. It's gotta work this time. I mean, I ain't again it. Needs to be a small readme to this at the very least. I'm surprised there's no tutorial at all. Karage looks easy to make. Should try it. You should, yeah. I don't know that it's necessarily easy, but yeah, you just like batter or double batter things and throw it in the fryer. Couple games I like where all the dialogue is emoji. I'm sure that keeps translation costs down. It does not mean I understand it. Yeah. It's a fine goal to aspire to, a game that doesn't require any kind of localization because all the communication is pictographic. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy to understand. Karage is way more tender than anything I've had in the States. How do they tenderize it? They don't. I think it's basically because Karage is dark meat. Traditionally. Dark meat's just more tender. The place we got Karage from tonight actually does breast meat Karage. And while it is tougher, it's also, like, really good. I love dark meat, too. I definitely prefer, like chicken dark meat, and in retrospect, it's kind of weird to me that so much chicken in America is based around white meat. Roger Ebert would love that, yeah. Looks like it captures just fine. This is an idler, yes, meant to kind of run in the background while you do other things. Dude catches and sells fish passively. All right, so let's see what happens when we max this. Okay, yeah, it resets. So yeah, you go through this multiple times. I don't know how you upgrade this stuff. Maybe you do have to exchange for pearls. We're not gonna have enough money though. Are y'all good with moving on? Because there's nothing to do here. It's very pretty. It sounds really nice. It's entirely a passive game. Not a bad thing. Just, yeah. It is what it is, chat. All right, that was Kernelbay. All right. Time for the apocalypse. Kind of thing you know immediately if you want it. Yeah, I agree. Well, the bongo cat where you're typing moves is bongo playing. That's pretty cute. I would probably be into that. Okay. All right, WASD to move, mouse scroll for pan and zoom. Cool. So I get the sense that this is post-apocalyptic since there's a zombie indicator in the top center. Put the pointer on a resource deposit. Hold the right mouse button to collect resources. Okay. Open manual assembler, craft a lab. Left bottom of the screen. Yep, this all looks familiar. Okay, I need parts for basic circuit. Are you assembling a manual? Because they're not pack-ins anymore. They don't come with the games. You had to make up your own manual. Debuting the Echo Stasis trilogy is releasing a new demo called Tolt. Assembling a guy named Manuel. Now we watch the things come together. This is about golf. That was a golf game. Surprisingly peaceful for a post-apocalyptic game. All right, cool. Did that. Put the lab on the ground, selected from the middle toolbar. All right, I did it. Lab accepts different types of blueprints. Grab blueprints using manual assembler, then transfer it from inventory to the lab. My desktop game I mentioned a few days ago called Don't Touch the Snail. Your mouse cursor away from slowly moving snail and touching nukes the game off your desktop permanently. I probably shouldn't have picked 35. Oh, it crafts them all at once. That's... Oh, never mind. We're gonna have to do this 35 times. Pretty funny to be running a scientific mission on the scale of Mars landing only for it to just be in some person's yard. That's some Twilight Zone shit right there. Okay, how you want me to transfer things, game? Oh, because the thing is covered up. There you go. Lab needs power to run, craft a generator and place it near the lab. Feed the generator with fuel. Enough of that. UI hell, it's not the best UI. It is far from the best UI. Alright, inventory, generator. Oh, that's right, you have to build it from here. Let's mine some fuel. Saw a game for a trailer for a game called Bottle Rocket Astronaut. Zombie apocalypse seems to be lacking in zombies. True enough. There we go. Okay. Unlock excavator using tech tree. Where's the tech tree? There's the tech tree. Oh boy. Okay, it's not that big. Okay, I think we can go back to this. Automation games seem like a difficult thing to get right. There's honestly not a whole lot of automation games out there that are as viscerally fun as stuff like Factorio and Satisfactory. I think the early game is a big pitfall for a lot of indie developers. Elementary production. Okay. And you just click it and it's done. Let's very fuel barrel to automate fuel mining. Okay. You're saying you like this, right? The hordes will come after we set up our tower defense. All right, production. Fuel, okay. Not conveyor belt and a handler via the tech tree. That is under basic logistics. We need more of these. We need 5 more of these. Need to hook you in that early game where you're still trying to lift yourself up by your bootstraps. This game is not doing that. It's definitely not doing that. It is definitely not doing that. But yeah, I agree. There has to be something there. I mean, both Factorio and Satisfactory are the framing device is you're crash landing on an alien world and you need to do something about it. In Satisfactory, it's all by design and you're working for a giant soulless mega corporation. Yeah, in other movies, they don't even have that. Other games, sorry. My brain is kind of shutting down a bit. This isn't, to be completely honest, isn't the most engaging thing I've done. I had higher hopes for this, because you know about me in automation games, but this is just, it's just kind of here. There's no fanfare for anything. Connect the excavator to the generator using conveyor belts and handlers. Use a handler, connect the excavator to the conveyor belt. Use another handler, connect the conveyor belt to the generator. God, it takes forever to do anything in this game. Is there a snarky corporate AI to sass us on? Budget cuts. You're gonna get an AI assistant. Walk 12,000 steps a day. Nice. That is a good workout. Very solid. I at least want to get one conveyor belt going, chat. Okay, now we need conveyor belts, which I can only build a few of. The zombies wait until they have ways of stopping them. I know, it's very polite of them. Oh my god, without smelters or anything, this takes forever. I'm not even sure I made enough of these, frankly. Also, R is not rotate. Oh, there we go. We have factory at home. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't have enough conveyor belts. I guess now I kind of do. Or I don't. Also, I noticed this thing is not making any fuel at all. What's P? I don't know, because I can't fucking read it. Basics are covered. Okay, cool. Tutorial finished. How do I exit the tutorial, bro? I can't see anything that's going on behind your stupid... Thank you. Okay. I think it's lacking power, but I don't have any way to transmit power. I don't know, chat, I gotta... I don't think I can do this. Like... As much as I love factory and automation games, this ain't it. There's just... There's a lot of very fundamental flaws with this. It is way too slow to get going. Way too slow. I mean, that was on the verge of just knocking me out. Not fun, that's a pretty big flaw. You're right, it isn't, and it is. It isn't, and it is, chat. Alright, since my keyboard's missing an any key, I'm just gonna press spacebar. Alright, let's play. Here. Okay. That witch was naked. What the fuck? Oh, you have to play. Oh, I have to play as both characters. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's really disorienting. I don't know why it's so fucking hardcore. Oh my god, what the hell? Yeah, you have to play both of the characters at once, and it's really disorienting. Shit, fuck. Would not do so well in this. I am not doing so well in this. Also, this music does not fit this in the least. Bringing a hot naked lady back? God, I wish. Fuck, that's not easy. Oh, there's your naked lady. Being naked is more uncomfortable than being not naked. Yeah, now they're swapping screens. Oh, that's fucking disorienting. No story of this. I mean, it seems like maybe there is, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, you serious? Bro, this is really disorienting. Treasure wishes now solve these puzzles, idiot. Yeah. The margins are getting smaller too. Fuck! Oh my god. You just say XD wishes red side saddle. Okay, I think we get the idea here. You don't see games like this very often, and I think that's because they're really disorienting and not super satisfying. This has multiplayer, which I think is a smart thing to do. I imagine it works a lot better in co-op if you can find somebody to play this with you. Single player, it's a lot to ask. New Wood Ocean looking good. Yeah, I personally I wouldn't recommend that one. And at last, we're now on to Manifesto, yeah. Long last. The multiplayer is 4 players, and each player controls 2 people. Polycule mode. Imagine 4-player co-op. I can. It would be utter chaos, and that'd be the fun. This has Twitch integration. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I want to see what it actually does, how it do, what it be. We can hang out at 11 p.m. or midnight. Let's see how I feel. I wanted to go to midnight, but I am like super tired. I'm sure y'all have noticed that over the course of these last couple games. I'm having a really hard time staying focused. So I may need to stop early just to go to bed. Advanced advertising. Shareholders. It's okay to fail, it's not okay to quit. Dear CEO, oh god, I don't know if I have the mental acuity for this right now. Congratulations on starting a new company. Your goal is simple, make money, lots of it, and by any means necessary to mitigate the risk. Your shareholders expect $500 in 5 days. Make money, you need sales. At the end of each day, 1 fame and 1 prospect are combined to create 1 sale. We'll come back to that later. Board already got you a few employees. Let's hire more of them before the day starts. Rich regards, Chief Shareholders Officer. Here's your company with your first 2 employees. Select them to learn more about what they do. Mailman, level 1. Lots of stats. Efficiency. Resistance. I'm guessing that's their energy. Okay, so they are... Yeah, this guy is producing... Come on, man. Not that complicated. Fame. The other one's producing prospect, but not in equal proportions. On left panel, you can hire a new employee. Let's do that now. Go ahead and hire a new victim, I mean recruit. I'm gonna hire a teller. I'm just gonna pause. You can place that. Your revenue at the end of each day, your fame prospect combined creates sales. Your sales then multiply by price and add to your overall revenue. All right, so I made 120 bucks. Cool. Employees produce 4 kinds of resources: fame and prospect, R&D used to level up your company and unlock upgrades, and investments. You're no money to hire employees. I like how they dodge you when you look at them. So right now we're even on these, so I'm gonna hire an assistant just to see what they do. Okay. Maybe another 120 bucks. I mean, is there any reason really to not just keep doing what we're doing? Because we're gonna we're definitely gonna hit 500 by the end of the week. I suppose I can add more desks. Why not? Let's invest in our future. Oh, that helped a lot. Kapow. Advanced hiring. Besides hiring, use your investments to refresh your candidates, upgrade your recruitment level, buy additional desks, so on and so forth, and all that. I'd get this as the music. The music is shockingly good. Let's see what we got here. Sure, I'll add more desks. Why the hell not? Only real business is this simple. I like their monitors or progress bars. That's pretty clever. No idea what to expect since the cover art was non-existent as Loki rules. Alright, I guess this is the last day. I can't pay anything off purposefully, so let's just run it. What is the 5-star option, the hiring tab deal? Upgrade recruitment. So I guess you recruit better people if you invest in that. Damn. All right. Crushed our goal. Congratulating your past performance. Shareholders have collected a dividend, token of appreciation, please receive net. Expectations are now higher. They want to recruit 2,000 in 5 days. Make it rain. Every 5 days in the company, your employees level up and gain efficiency, which increases the working speed of your employee. Level up can also happen by picking training upgrades. Affect all current future employees from a specific synergy. I don't think I have to do anything. I can actually set it to fast forward. Love the pixely animations. They're pretty great, aren't they? Organ employees lose their energy. If it reaches 0, they burn out, leave the company. Employees also have resistance to help them reduce the loss of energy. Well, how are you supposed to mitigate that, video game? It seems like an important wrinkle. That guy's gonna be fucking out of here in a minute. Hire new people. I can hire one more person. I have exactly enough investments to add additional desks. Was it the black hole in the room? I don't know. I've kind of been forging ahead in the hopes that we're gonna find out. Moving and firing, you drag and drop your underpaid minions through, and as you drop them in the black hole, they get fired from the company. Funny, isn't it? Okay, it's the black hole of job loss, apparently. All right, I'm gonna buy this. We got another mailman. This nerd is a visionary. I want them. There we go. You just hired Steve Jobs. Nerd. Performing union, destroy your profits. Holy shit, that's a lot of sales. Crushed it. Crushed it. Plays belong to different synergies. Having enough plays the same synergy and less powerful bonuses. Yeah. Okay. Wait, okay. Sorry. Sorry, I'm really losing it right now. Okay, we lost one person. They burned out. But we made a shitload of money, chat. When a game satisfies your shareholders on week 8. Okay. I think I need another one of these guys. Coming improved. Choose an upgrade. Meritocracy. Add the greatest employee cost to the price. Plus for price whatever you need. Number of employees. Permanent cookie for scenario. That, yeah, we're gonna be a meritocracy, chat. It really does capture desk work. Yeah, no wonder it's putting me to sleep. Congratulations on your past performance. Collect their dividends. Secured a free upgrade for you. Their expectations are now higher. They want 7,500 in 5 days. I wish you to be happy. Money buys happiness. Aren't enough meetings that could have been emails. All right, chat. I think you get it, right? We basically have nodes. We fill them with people to make stuff, to make money. And you keep doing that, and that's that. This definitely isn't bad. I think just the style of it is doing a lot. It is doing a whole lot of heavy lifting there. It's pretty cool. Huh. I want to keep going, but I'm not sure I can. Yeah, I gotta stop. We got through 6 more games. We got through everything that I got recently, which is fine. I may do one more remedial night at some point to catch these last 6, or maybe I'll just avoid picking up anything else for like 1 week, and then we'll just clear through these, and then we'll actually be like, we'll be back on track or something. But yeah, or maybe I'll sneak them on to the end. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll do something like that. But yeah, I apologize. I'm tired. I was really hoping that I could go the full 3 hours and plus, but oof. Oh man, work is hard. In Kernelbay and Apocalypse Factory in the middle didn't help. Yeah, it didn't. It really didn't. Outbound was a good start. Into the Crypt was neat enough. It's just, you know, he was very close to existing stuff. And then, yeah, Kernelbay is not bad. It's just very passive. And then these just weren't all that interesting. So, to warn you what. Now you might lose consciousness for hours. Yeah, that's a risk I'm willing to take. So, schedule reminder: tomorrow night, Factorio. I am going to sleep so much. I'm going to sleep so much tonight. It's going to be great. I'm going to be extremely well rested tomorrow. We're going to do a shitload of Satisfactory. It's going to be great. In fact, look out for the possibility that I might even start early tomorrow night. No promises. I wouldn't even say it's likely, but there is, yeah, Satisfactory. Sorry. Yeah, I'm dying over here. I am not keeping it together here. Satisfactory tomorrow. Satisfactory. May start early. Probably not. Monday, we'll be back to the Rusty Lake series with more Rusty Lake Roots. We should be finishing that. Tuesday and Wednesday streams will be contingent on the vote coming out of that. Thursday, we will get back to the power hours. I won't put it off any longer. We will start April of 1996. And then next Friday, not sure yet. Phasmoslepia, that's pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and I'm just gonna go collapse. That's what we're gonna do. Not me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll throw you over to Kiwi tonight. Kiwi has been marathon streaming. Jesus. Hopefully she'll still be on for a while, but she's playing Repo, which looks like a pretty cool game. All right. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for humoring me for a second night of indie variety stuff. We didn't get as far as I wanted to. I feel like the way things were going, we probably could have cleared close to everything tonight. I'm just too tired. This job really takes it out of me. And I do apologize for that, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go and get some good rest, and we will come back strong tomorrow night with a lot of Satisfactory. So buttress your feelings for that. Gird your loins, prepare yourselves. Just too fancy to play. I am pretty sick, it's true. All right, gang. Thanks again for coming out. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for a big old Satisfactory night. But until then, as always, you all take care. Bye, everybody.